Good morning, everyone. The world is on fire, and they all want you to believe that it's all going to end if we don't immediately reverse course. But it's not true. The markets are in free fall, but a free fall is technically a type of liberation, right? The 500 biggest public companies in the United States lost a combined $2.5 trillion in value yesterday. As investors digested President Trump's 10% to 50% tariffs on almost all imports with shock and awe. They want to call it alarm, but it's awe. Pretty much everything plunged. The S&P fell 500 or the S&P 500 fell almost 5%, its biggest single day drop since 2020 with more than 80% of its companies finishing in the red. The smaller cap Russell 2000 fell more than 6%, bringing its losses to 23% from a November 2024 high and making it the first major U.S. stock index to enter a bear market territory. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Who got hit the hardest? Well, you're going to like this. The companies that source more labor outside of the United States experience the heaviest sell-offs. Something called the Mag 7. The Mag 7 led the plunge. More than 10 trillion of yesterday's losses came from Apple, Amazon, Nvidia, Meta, Microsoft, Alphabet, and Tesla, the big guys. Most Apple products sold in the US are made in China, where an basically an effective tariff would be applied to goods headed to America. Now, Nvidia gets its new chips from Taiwan, which got slapped with a 32% tariff. Semiconductors are exempt, but whatever imported device they may power are not. Now, retail was clobbered supposedly because US companies manufacture a large amount in China and Vietnam, which received a 46% tariff. Nike, whichever you prefer, which makes half of its shoes in those countries, fell nearly 15%. Shares of VF Corp, parent company of the North Face and Vans, if you've ever heard of that, fell more than 25%. Restoration Hardware tanked 40%. The CEO, Gary Friedman, iterated saying, "Oh, shit," on the earnings call when he saw the stock price drop. Airlines declined. United lost 16%, Delta was down 11%, and Frontier sank 12%. Other companies that lost 10% or more, like Target, Dollar Tree, Lululemon, American Eagle, Starbucks, Dell, HP, Mattel, and Hasbro. Is anyone okay? With exemptions from the latest tariffs for Mexico and Canada, grocery and auto companies are still on the hook for 25% levy on imported vehicles. It largely survived yesterday's rout. Now, household and personal care utilities, beverages, and other industries deemed necessary in an apocalypse weather this storm that everybody's dying from, supposedly. Zooming out, JP Morgan's chief U.S. economics said that the tariffs could put the country perilously close to slipping into recession. So basically, no. How does this affect us at the bottom of the food chain? Actually, it isn't yet. Core inflation, which is food and fuel, aren't affected, but don't worry. The panic-stricken mob of investors will try and make it where, you're all gonna die, but we won't. And that's the thing. We will survive. Some will feel more economic pain than others, but in the end, we will be the ones laughing at the world. Until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I shall see you when I see you. Don't forget to thumbs up on the way out the door. Hopefully, this morning brief was something that you enjoyed. Maybe we'll do more of it. Bye bye.